Hi guys, welcome back to Bulls and Bears Market YouTube channel, and this is our weekly roundup. So this is where we'll give you the gist about what happened on the forex market and also on the Nigerian stock market in the past week. We also give you a sneak peek into what to expect in the coming week. So please come along with us. The highlight for this past week has to be the OPEC Plus meeting that held on Thursday. So if you saw our last weekly roundup, you remember we told you that there was supposed to be a meeting on Monday, but for some reason the meeting was cancelled. Eventually the meeting held on Thursday, and yes, they agreed to cut back on oil production. Also, the Nigerian stock market finally turned positive. So if you've been following our weekly roundup, you will know that for the whole of the month of March, the Nigerian stock market had a negative return. That changed in this past week. The market turned positive in this past week. These two were the highlights for the forex market and also for the Nigerian Stock Exchange in the past week. So OPEC Plus finally held its highly anticipated meeting on Thursday, and we saw all countries agree that yes, there has to be at least a 10 million barrel production cut on the daily production of oil. So Mexico was asked to cut back its daily oil production by 400,000 barrels per day, but the country insisted on 100,000 barrels per day oil production cuts. So there are a bit of loose ends here and there, but all countries, all members of the cartel agreed that there has to be at least a 10 million barrel per day cut in oil production. This notwithstanding, even after the meeting, oil prices continued to fall. So we saw oil prices fall from a high of $36 on Thursday to about $31 on Friday. And this mainly is because the problem with oil prices isn't just about the oversupply in the market, it's more about the demand side. So coronavirus has led to more or less a stop, if not a stop, a big slowdown in economic activity. So the demand for oil has dropped drastically. Because there's a fall in the demand for oil prices will continue to slip. So until coronavirus starts to die down and we start to see a rise in demand for oil, we might not see a rise in the price of oil, despite the fact that OPEC Plus is trying to cut down on its daily oil production. For the Nigerian stock market, it was a positive week, like noted in the highlights. So we saw the Nigerian Stock Exchange return to the positive zone after a month long of back-to-back losses. In the month of March, the market lost about 18, almost 19%, and that was very negative. That was very, very ugly for the Nigerian stock market. But this week we saw bargain hunters return to the market, like we've been saying in our past weekly roundups. Like we've been emphasizing on the fact that most sound fundamental stocks are trading at very, very attractive prices at the moment. Most sound fundamental stocks on the Nigerian Stock Exchange have very, very attractive valuations at the moment, and so we saw bargain hunters return to the market to take advantage of that in this past week. We saw the market had a week-on-week gain of about 1.37%. That was positive. That was a breath of fresh air after a month long of back-to-back losses. For the forex market, the market continued to trade within a tight range. So we saw the market continue to move. Most currency pairs continue to move within a range. When this coronavirus thing started initially, we saw the forex market, we saw currency pairs trend in a way that they are not trended in a long while. But for the past 2 weeks, the market seems to be in a range. Like, in our opinion, we think the coronavirus is affecting traders. It's affecting traders' participation in the market. We are seeing a bit of trader apathy in the forex market. Also, this past week had a couple of bank holidays. So you would remember that we are in the Easter holidays, and so a lot of banks usually go on bank holidays during the Easter. That also affected liquidity in the market. That also affected participation in the market. Also, the lockdowns in different parts of the world is also affecting banking activity. So a lot of banks are not participating in the market the way they used to. So all of this is affecting the way the market is moving. It's affecting liquidity in the forex market. So we saw currency pairs like the Euro USD, GBP USD, USD JPY, Euro GBP trade at very, very tight ranges. The Canadian dollar had a very positive week though, but despite its positive week, it didn't trend the way we would have expected it to trend. For the coming week, we expect that the Nigerian stock market to remain positive. The OPEC Plus meeting that held on Thursday closed on a positive note. All countries and all members of the cartel agreed to a production cut. Also, an emergency meeting was held by OPEC Plus countries on Sunday. So the meeting was held just to tie up the loose ends of the meeting they had on Thursday, all in a bit to ensure that there's a bit of stability in all prices. They are trying to make sure that as much as possible all the supply side is cut down by 10 million barrels per day. So we saw them meet again on Thursday. It was an emergency meeting that held again on Sunday. Rather, there was an emergency meeting on Sunday. So OPEC is trying its best to make sure that all prices stabilize. In fact, I was reading an article, and in the article, the person, the writer of the article was saying that stability in all prices is favorable to the world economy because a lot of countries around the world actually depend on oil as one of their major sources of revenue. So it's not just Nigeria, it's other countries also depend on oil as one of their major sources of revenue. So all prices being up is favorable to the world economy. So OPEC Plus is trying everything they can to make sure that the price of oil actually stabilizes. So that will definitely bring a bit of confidence, a little bit of confidence into the Nigerian stock market. So we expect that the market will remain positive, though we expect a bit of profit taking. We saw bargain hunters coming in the past week. In this week, we expect that those bargain hunters are going to take a bit of profit in the coming week. But even at that, we expect the market to close on a positive note when it eventually opens on Tuesday. For the currency market, for the forex market, we expect that activities will pick up on Tuesday. The market opens on Sunday evening, but because of the bank holidays, a lot of banks will not be active in the market. So we expect that by Tuesday, banks will be back into banks that were on bank holidays will be back in the market. And a lot of traders also took a break. They also took a break for the Easter. Will also be back in the market. So we expect activities to kick off fully by Tuesday in the forex market, and we expect market traders to react to the outcome of the production of the OPEC meeting that held on Thursday and also on Sunday. We expect that traders will react to that. We expect that the Canadian dollar will have a bit of a positive week because it looks like all members of the OPEC cartel and even non-members are trying so much to cut back on oil production to make sure that oil price stabilizes, and that is a positive for currencies that tied to that are highly correlated with oil prices. Also, safe haven currencies will continue to do well because there's still a bit of uncertainty and fear in the currency market. There's still a bit of uncertainty and fear in not just in the currency market, in financial markets all over the world. IMF is insisting that the economic effects of coronavirus won't just be a recession, it will be a depression. It will be a depression that we have never seen that we haven't seen in a long while. So all of that is bringing fear and uncertainty to the market. So we expect that safe haven currencies like the USD, CHF and JPY will continue to do well in the forex markets in the coming week. So and then there are still lockdowns all around the world. The COVID-19 virus is yet to rescind. We are yet to see a significant slowdown in the rate at which it's spreading. So there's still lockdown around in different countries around the world. Italy announced on Friday that they're extending their lockdown till May the 3rd. We expect that other countries around the world will do the same. And so we'll still see minimal participation of banks in the forex market because most countries are on a lockdown. So that will definitely affect market volatility, to affect liquidity in the forex market. So you want to be careful with how you take trades when liquidity is thin. When there's a high market volatility, you want to be very, very careful with how you take trades in the forex market so as not to lose money in the markets. that is it for our weekly roundup for this week. We hope it was informative. Thank you so much for watching. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please subscribe. We have loads of informative and useful videos coming up on Bitcoin videos, on the forex market videos, on the Nigerian stock market. That will give you very relevant and useful information. So you don't want to miss out on any of that. So please, you don't want to miss out on any of that. So please click on the subscribe button so you would know whenever it is that we upload new videos. Also, you know, we are big on feedbacks. What do you expect would happen in financial market? What are your expectations? What are your thoughts regarding the movement of different currencies, different currency pairs, and other financial markets? Please hit us up in the comment section and let us know what you think would happen. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in our subsequent videos. Have a lovely week. Bye.